On the last devlog, I made a bunch of features and I was ecstatic, but I kinda left a huge mess on my code. Don't get me wrong, my code is working, but the way my code is structured now is, how do I put it? It's problematic. So I refactored the whole thing. Okay, you're still wondering why I felt the need to do this? Let me put it in 2 words. Communication and behavior manage. Okay, 4 words. Currently, all the elements in my code are communicating with each other. Well, for now at least. The way my code was structured, if something is removed, problems will pop up. For example, the player node manipulates values through finding nodes by name. Smaller components will only work if a specific parent is above them, so slight alterations to the node structure will break the whole thing. This design is totally not scalable. So what did I do? I used signals in Godot, so instead of having imaginary bridges within nodes, each node now emits signals if they want to communicate. So other nodes who needs the information will listen for those signals, but those who don't care, well, they can choose to still not care. So that took care of that problem, but the next bullet point really took up most of my time. This one is a common problem for most game developers, which is modularity. For Godot, basically each node should be doing just one thing. So for the case of our player node, I encapsulated each behavior of the player into specific nodes such as the idle and jumping state. And I use a state machine to switch between states, so let's say when the player presses the jump button, the player transfers between the idle to the jumping state. There are many benefits of coding this way, but I think this video will be 10 years long if I did explain it. But maybe that is something for a future video. But yeah, I felt that I needed to do this now before I break something further on. Hello, this is me from the future. Spoiler alert, you broke everything. Finally, after a bunch of debugging, print logs, and cups of coffee, I was able to fix the state machine. Is what I'd like to say, but I got sidetracked. I felt the urge to do some animations. So here, look, I made some running animations. Look, you can now Naruto run, isn't that cool? Okay, for real now, I fixed the bugs, it's all working now. And you might have also noticed that I made a GUI for the state machine for debugging purposes. Yeah, hooray for progress. I don't know why, but I think I'm missing something. It's a bug on my tile map, but I'll fix that maybe later. Oh, right. Okay, this one was annoying. I tried making a new project with the same tileset, it was working, but if I use it on my current project, it is not. I also got feedback from one of you guys, but sadly that did not fix it. However, eventually I realized that the tileset is supposed to be broken. I'm missing a bunch of tiles for different scenarios, so I made a new one. But thankfully I was able to discover this app, Tilesetter, and no, I'm not sponsored. Tilesetter basically gives you a pre-made layout. All you have to do is provide a couple of assets and it gives you a tileset ready to be imported to Godot, and yeah, it worked perfectly. And yeah, to round out my progress, I also made a GUI for the charge mechanic. At first it was this edgy looking thing, but eventually I converted it to this donut looking thing, and yeah, I am happy on how it turned out. And yeah, that's all my progress for this devlog. If you look at it, not much has been added compared to the last devlog, but you know, sometimes progress cannot be seen externally, and I think I made a huge progress and I'm quite happy. For the new mechanics, I'm grateful for all your suggestions in the comments down below. I'm carefully taking note of each suggestion and hopefully I can apply some of your suggestion to the game. And if you have more suggestions, you can comment down below. And I'll also answer all of your questions. So yeah, that's it. Once again, thank you and I'll see you on the next one.